Adam Turner, PGC Basketball. PGC grad Fletcher Magee lit the NCAA tourney on fire on day one, hit 7 threes in a victory over Seton Hall, and broke the NCAA record for three-pointers made for a career. For some in the basketball community, they were amazed by the type of shots that Magee takes and makes regularly. Those of us who have been around Magee since he was a high school player and who have tracked his college career closely, these shots actually don't come as a surprise at all. They're a game in, game out occurrence. In our shooting college course, we teach how great shooters think, train, and feel. And for Magee, all three of these things are done differently. One of the most impressive things about Magee is if you look at his stat line. He gets off 11 threes per game, makes almost 5 at a 43% clip. But he gets off 11 threes per game. He walks into every gym with the reputation as the best shooter in the country and with defenses keyed in on him, yet somehow he still manages to find shots. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Fletcher's shooting technique, the things he does to get those shots off, and the mindset and training it takes to make these high difficulty looks at such a high percentage. A few years ago, there was a study done on 100 greatest shooters in the world, and two interesting things were found. First, no two of these shooters shot the ball exactly the same way. And secondly, and probably more importantly, there were some commonalities, some small traits or small techniques that all of these shooters did. And for Magee, two of these traits are very distinct in his shot and help make him as consistent as he is. First, he has a turn in his shot. And what this means is from when he takes off to when he lands, both his feet and his shoulders are going to turn counterclockwise. This is really similar to Steph Curry. Curry has a pretty drastic turn in his shot, just like Magee. And as you watch great shooters shoot, you'll see most of them have a turn in their shot. The second piece is the dip. Fletcher Magee, when he catches the ball, he doesn't go straight up. Old school coaching would tell you, don't bring the ball down. But what you'll find as you watch shooters like Kyle Korver, JJ Redick, Fletcher Magee, is when they catch the ball, they actually dip the ball down to their waist. Some more drastic than others, but there is a dip there. The why behind both of these is power generation. Great shooters want to be able to shoot from distance with more ease and at a higher percentage. And so the turn allows you to do that because you're activating your core and you're using your body rotation to help generate that power. And the dip does this because as you lower the basketball, you're loading it up. And that's going to generate more speed, more momentum, and it's going to make it easier to shoot from further distances out. Now, let's dive into the types of shots that Magee shoots because these are special. To get off 11 threes per game as a marked man is an absolute skill, and you have to have shots in your package that you can shoot at a high percentage that other guys just can't take. There's 3 specific types of shots he shoots at such a high clip, and the first is shooting off screens. According to SynergySports.com, this is his highest area of usage, and he's in the 98th percentile nationally, so he's elite and he does it more than anyone. And what makes him really special is one, he's very good at setting up the screens. So he has movement before the screen that dislodges the defense and gives him space. Secondly, he's able to get at his highest rate of speed, plant his feet, and then get on balance quickly. He does this through training athletes. His high school coach told us that he doesn't prefer to shoot with a rebounder because he likes getting conditioning in while he shoots. And then secondly, he can spin the ball out, full speed sprint out to the three-point line and practice all of these different sprint, plant, and shot type shots. And so when he does this, it's not an accident, it's training. And so the rarest shot that he shoots that you just don't see guys execute at a high rate is this one. The one where he comes off normally from his left to his right, he can do it both ways, and he actually catches the ball with his feet pointing toward the sideline. And then jumping in the air, he's able to turn quickly, get his shoulders set, and get his shot off so quickly. And 2 things to notice on this. One is notice his feet when he shoots today. Every time the ball is in the air, his feet are in the air. We call this an airborne receiver. He has a really, really tight airborne receiver hop into his shot every single time. And this allows him to get it off quicker, on balance, and it also allows him to square in the air. The second thing he does that not a lot of players can do at a high efficiency is he shoots off the bounce. This is something he practices thousands and thousands of times every offseason and in all different situations to be able to do it the way he does it. So he does it in a number of different ways. First, he uses a tool that at PGC we teach in a number of our courses. It's called the Boom 1-2 pull-up. And so the boom 1-2 pull-up's a little bit different. You're gonna take a hard boom dribble, and then you're gonna actually quickly fire your feet into 1-2 to stop yourself, and that's gonna actually create separation away from the defense. The second thing he does is he just has a lot of great space creation dribbles. You'll see him at times catch, take one long dribble away from the defense, get to his hop and rise and fire. Other times, because defenses run him off the line, he'll catch, peek fake, and then when the defender bites, he'll take his dribble to create space, right? And then the third way is he has a lot of step backs and just crafty dribble back moves that allow him to get to his shot. And then the third way is, like every great playmaker, you have to have the ability to come off ball screens. And when ball screens are set for him, Fletcher Magee is looking to hunt a shot. So if defenders go over and the hedge is too low, he's shooting. If you go under, he's shooting. But he is really, really dynamic and dangerous at shooting off ball screens. And the third thing he does at a high efficiency rate that even other great shooters don't is he shoots fading from the basket and fading left and right so often. These are self-explanatory, but they're really impressive. And just to give you an idea of how he does this, remember we said great shooters think, train, and feel differently. And Fletcher specifically trains differently. Every day in high school, he was up at 5:45 a.m., Monday to Friday, getting a workout in. In college, as college coaches say, every day when they come in the office early, Fletcher's in a full sweat toward the end of a 1 to 2 hour workout. We're proud to call Fletcher Magee a grad of PGC, and we think he embodies so much of what we teach. Remember, when you were watching him hit all those tough shots against Seton Hall, and when you watch him take and make some tough ones today against Kentucky, there's one key teaching that we have that you've got to keep in mind. It's all earned, it's not given. If you're interested in learning more about what it takes to become a dynamic scorer and shooter like Fletcher Magee, we have scoring college courses this summer. We have shooting college courses next fall, and these are the same courses that Fletcher Magee came to as a high school player to hone his skills, his mindset, and his leadership.